So, like a lot of the other lessons we do, I like to give you an example of an application problem. And the reason I like to do this is because and I know I've mentioned this many times, but I just see a lot of students that feel the need that when they see something that involves a lot of writing and a lot of information and they got to process it, they just don't even try. And I want to show you through walking you through one of these that it's really not it's not that complicated and you can do it. And if you try it and you do it incorrectly, I think that's so much better than not trying it at all. I really do. So let's look at an application problem. That's my nice way of saying word problems, but I think it's true. It's like applying what we know to this. So we got this situation where Janelle is planning a party. The cost for 20 people is $290, and the cost for 45 people is $590. And it says write an equation in point slope form to represent the cost y of having a party for x people. So the way we would look at this is let's figure out, what's our x, what's our y, and what do we actually have here. And they didn't really give us a slope. So what they gave us is they gave us two pieces of data so that when I know I have 20 people, it costs $290, and I know when I have 45 people, it costs $590. And so if you look at that, that looks a lot like an x and y table, right? X, the 20 and 45, the number of people would definitely be your x because you can control that. And then y is the independent variable, which means that this cost that you get here, which is what y represents, is dependent upon how many people. So we actually have two x and y values here, right? We've got an x1, y1, and we've got an x2, y2. So we know how to write equations when we have 2 points, and we're going to use our point slope form. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the slope. And the way we're going to find the slope is we're going to recognize that we're going to treat these like 2 points. So we're going to do the m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and our y2 is going to be from this one right here, right? So it's going to be this 590, and then your y1 is your other y coordinate, so 290, and then your x2 is going to be that one, 45 minus 20, because I'm treating these data points like they're a set, like they're a coordinate pair, because they're related to each other. They represent a relation, so we need to make sure that we keep them together. So 590 minus 290 gives me 300, and then 45 minus 20 gives me 25. And if I think about how many quarters go into $3, that's how I kind of do my 25s. I would say, oh, that's 12. So my slope is 12. All right, so I don't know why I wrote the m right there, but m is equal to 12. So then we're going to take one of these sets of points, and I'm going to grab this first one because it's smaller. I'm going to go y minus my other coordinate, 290, because we're using this y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. My m is 12. My x is 20, but my x1 is 20, so it's x minus 20. And then this is my equation in point slope form. And that's simply all there is to it. Now, if they ask me to also do it in slope intercept form, all right, so I wrote slope intercept form, all I would have to do is just take this a step further and do my multiplication, right? 12 times x is going to give me 12x, and 12 times 20 is going to give me, by negative 20, is going to give me negative, I think, 248. If I'm doing that right? I don't know if yeah, I think, well, I don't know, let's just check. You guys are going to laugh because I'm probably completely wrong. 102, oh, I'm completely off, so it's negative, so it's 240, all right? And then you add 290 to both sides so that you can get y by itself, and then you get y is equal to 12x plus 50. And what this tells you is this will give you a general equation that you can actually plot a graph with, right? Your y-intercept is 50, which means that before you even invite any people to this party, it costs you $50. Probably, a rental fee or something like that, right? And then each person costs $12. So that's kind of what all this information represents. So we're not just throwing numbers around wildly here. There is a method to this, and I hope that I was able to kind of demystify it a little for you.